coming in from Tamil Nadu, and Tamil Nadu CM finally gets his way after being rejected twice. The governor has sent the anti-NEET bill to President. My colleague Dharani joins us for more. Dharani, what are the details? We saw that initially there was a bit of a resistance from the governor's side that also, translated into a bitter political fight between the governor and the ruling governor of the Tamil Nadu. But now it seems that that bit is over.
Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin has informed in the Tamil Nadu Assembly that Governor RN Ravi has forwarded the anti-NEET bill to the Union Home Ministry for presidential approval. So as we know, the Tamil Nadu for the first time passed an anti-NEET bill in September 2021, and they sent it to Governor RN Ravi for approval. But after sitting on that bill for over 100 days, the governor returned the bill back to the Tamil Nadu Assembly, telling that it needs some modifications, and he also asked for some clarifications. So for the second time in February 2022, the Tamil Nadu Assembly passed an anti-NEET bill and sent to the governor for approval. So that bill has now been forwarded to the Union Home Ministry for presidential approval. And actually, for the past 2 months, there's a phase going on between the ruling DMK and the governor's office as far as this anti-NEET bill is concerned. The DMK supporters, spokespersons and the DMK leaders, including Chief Minister Stalin, they were hitting at Governor RN Ravi, telling that he's deliberately delaying the forwarding of anti-NEET bill for presidential approval. And in fact, the DMK's mouthpiece Murusuli wrote a very critical article about Governor RN Ravi, telling that he is not the president, and they were consistently insisting that the governor he should actually forward the anti-NEET bill for presidential approval because that's his job. Following this phase of today, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, he announced in the Assembly that the bill has actually been forwarded to the Union Home Ministry for presidential approval. So this can be considered as a win for the DMK government, because since September 2021, since the anti-NEET bill was first time passed in the Assembly, the DMK has been consistently doing everything in its power to forward this bill for the presidential approval. So today, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin, he told that his government will do everything in its power to get the presidential approval also, because the next step is to get the presidential approval. DMK even in its election manifesto announced that it will get Tamil Nadu an exception from the NEET examination. So that's one of the promises that was made by the DMK government before it came to power. So as soon as they came to power, they were doing everything they can, including passing a bill to make that happen. And now we are seeing that a step forward has happened now, as the governor has passed forwarded the bill for presidential approval. So the next step is to get the presidential approval, and the Chief Minister himself has told in the Assembly that the DMK will do everything in its power to get the presidential approval, also to get an exemption for Tamil Nadu from NEET examination.
All right. Thank you, Dharani, for those updates.